Hello and welcome to another To It For Media featured interview. Today we are talking everything about women's self-defense training. Baltimore Security Services has an exciting session coming up, may I add. I might be looking to register, but we're going to find out all the details about that today from Mr. Walter Barrett, who will be doing the training. How are you today, and are you looking forward to the event?
Hi, I'm doing well, and yes, I'm definitely looking forward to this event. It's promising to be very insightful, exciting, a very great learning experience for women that I know is going to empower them and give them an edge that they didn't have before. So, looking forward to it.
Awesome. Now, I always wonder, how do people come up with the idea that, okay, I'm going to do this event, or it's timely for me to do this event? What was the driving factor behind deciding to do this now?
Well, it's a couple things, but mostly persons who actually approach me, particularly women who just wanted to learn how to defend themselves. Have a couple persons that I know of personally who were actually attacked. They were attacked physically by men in their lives, and those men that they trusted. And so doing this in a group setting instead of just doing it one-on-one is something that I shared. And Baltimore Security Services is a company that prides itself in doing stuff within the community to help to build the community. And when I pitched the idea to management, they were enthused and they were like, yeah, let's do this. So that's where we are now.
All right. Now, outside of those people who would have came to you, of course, who would you say is the target audience, or who do you think would benefit the most from coming to the training?
Any woman that wants to be safe, any woman that wants to learn how they can protect themselves if the need arises, women who've already gone through traumatic experiences, that wish they had those tools in their toolbox at that time. It's never too late. Any age group, come on out once you're a woman, once you want to be empowered, you want to learn how to protect yourself, you want to learn how to be aware of your surroundings, what to look for. Those are the persons that we're looking for. So all women.
All right. Now, you did mention women, so I'm assuming it's 18 and over, or what's the age range there? What's the minimum age, I should say?
Well, yeah, we're generally catering for adult females, 18 years and over. If a mother feels that she has a daughter maybe a little younger than that, she would like to, or even a father that they would like to see train, even in dojos, you have younger girls who come out and they're training, learning karate, learning jiu-jitsu. So this is a very good opportunity for females on a whole, any age, to come out and to be empowered and to, again, as I said, keep yourself safe.
All right. Now, one of the things I've heard a lot is that being able to defend yourself also increases your confidence. Is that something you would get behind? And do you think that's something women should consider when wondering if they should register?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the more you know, the more confident you are. When you know that you can go into any environment, any situation, and you know that you can handle yourself, you know what to look for. A lot of people go to parties and they go without even taking into account, hey, where are the exits? Little basic things that you should be looking for. You come out of a party, you're going back to your vehicle, do you check your four tires to make sure that they're aired up? Because that's one thing that in many places people like to do. Slash your tire, then they're going to follow you. Whenever you stop to find out, hey, why the car feels this way, that's when they attack. So all these things, we're going to give to you so that, yeah, your confidence definitely going to go through the roof.
All right. Now, it sounds like a very packed session. Can you give us the details of the event so then people know what time they would need to show up and what they can expect during the day without giving us too much information? Because, of course, you have to come out to see what's happening.
Well, it's Saturday, April the 26th. It's right here at the second floor of Save the Sea Center on the basketball court. We start at 9 a.m. and we want to conclude promptly at 3 p.m. Lunch will be provided. So we're going to have persons from the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force actually coming and giving some alarming statistics of domestic violence against women, particularly attacks, physical attacks that have taken place over the past year, the past 5 years. I know that persons are going to be startled when they hear the numbers right here in the BVI. There's a lot of things happening in nature's little secret that don't go out in public, so you don't know. But when you hear those numbers, it's gonna shock you. It's gonna startle you. So that's why we're doing this, because we want those numbers to decrease. We want women to be empowered, and we want men to know, hey, women know what they're about. They're more aware, they're more alert, they're more equipped, right? We're going to have demonstrations, on the floor demonstrations. What are the things that you need to do if certain situations arise? If you feel like you're under threat, or even if there's somebody that is stalking you, what are the right procedures that you have to take? So we have a couple of professionals who are going to be speaking to us early in the morning, and then for the majority of the day, we're going to go into some techniques, both standing and laying techniques, so that if you find yourself in any situation where you're under attack, you're more comfortable. You know not to panic, you know how to breathe, you know how to think your way through a situation, and not just allow that explosive energy to take control, and then you become a victim instead of getting yourself out of that situation.
And how can people register to be part of the training?
Well, persons can go on Facebook and find the Baltimore Security Services page. There's a registration link there. You can also contact me at 544-5243, and the flyer is everywhere. So all the links and registration are there. I know it's going to be posted at the end of this interview as well, so persons would be able to see it. Just click on that link, register. There's a special rate for groups that are registering. So talk to your female friends and say, look, let's go together as a group. Groups of 10, you get a discount, right? So it's making it palatable for everybody.
All right, now we're getting to the part of the interview where I have to go on the floor and do a demonstration.
On the floor. We're gonna just show a demonstration of what persons should not do in a very common situation, and then we're going to show what they actually should do. And it's something that persons will not see any and everywhere, but it's a very simple technique that could save your life if something like this happens.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to learning it, but I think I will be a great example of what not to do. I think I'm one of the people who could benefit from the training, so let's head over and see what we can do.
All right.
So here's the scenario. I just got off of work, I am walking to my car, and then out of nowhere, all of a sudden, okay.
That's not what you want to do in a case like that. So now we're going to show you what you should do, or at least one of the things that you can do to keep you alive longer.
Because I was not going to get out of that. So here's what should have happened, or what I should have done. I got off of work, I'm walking to my car, and then all of a sudden, I think I learned pretty quick. I did okay.
You did good.
For first try, yeah? Right.
So a couple of things just happened there. First of all, if ever you're approached and you're held in a chokehold from behind, struggling is the natural thing that you try to do, but actually 8 out of 10 times a woman is not going to be able to overpower her attacker. So what you want to do in a scenario like that, as we saw she rightly did, is turn your head first of all away from the attack, and that gives your breathing a lot more room to keep you alert and conscious longer. It's less likely that you're going to pass out that way. Then she held my bicep and my forearm, and she just dropped her weight. What she did now was turn from being a victim, and she took control of the situation, because now, as you saw, I had to start dragging this dead weight all over the place, which gives her more time to either escape or for somebody to find her alive. And that's what we want in a situation like that. So that's one out of several different techniques that we're going to teach you and you're going to learn about on Saturday, April 26th.